So here's another daily do from your friendly local dermatologist. So let's talk about some hints on hair transplant so that this guy grows like a chia pet. So guys, the basic rule of thumb for anything that you have done is make sure you're committed to it. Make sure that you understand that there's daily things that you need to do to be successful. And that's for every topic in life, from what you eat, how you exercise, to how you work, but also on if you're gonna get some hair transplants. Because your hair transplant doctor is probably gonna ask you to please do a daily regimen. That might be pills, that might be topical creams, that might be both, but they're gonna ask you to do a daily regimen for the rest of your life. And if you don't do that, then having a surgery to put hair from back here to up here, well, it probably isn't going to be as successful. So if you can't be compliant on a daily basis for what needs to happen to keep the surgery successful, then please don't do it in the start. Now, with that said, if you are willing to be compliant and you have done all this stuff before and it's time for a hair transplant, do your research. There's all sorts of great new technology out there. You don't have to cut a big strip across the back of your head and sew it up. Now they can take little grafts from all over and put it right up here. And the look is very natural. But you do have some downtime. For a week or two after, it's not going to look very good. And then really those hairs that are put in here, they can take 6 to 12 months before they start to grow and start to look good. And oftentimes, you don't just have one procedure. You have one procedure, you wait for 6 to 12 months or however long is the preference of your hair transplant team, and then you have another, and then you might have a third. So please, do your research. Make sure the person you're going to has a lot of experience and hopefully is using one of these new kind of semi-robotic, semi-human procedures that don't need the huge strip across the back of your head. Now, with that said, I know some of the best hair transplant people out there have been doing it for 20 or 30 years, and they still cut a strip across the back of the head, and their results are second to none. I mean, they have thousands of these under their belts. So, like I said, do your research, figure out what's right for you. But first and foremost, understand that you're gonna have a daily routine for the rest of your life. Please be willing to commit to that, or don't get started in the first place. And then please remember that you've got downtime before the hair is growing like a chia pet. So please, please, please don't do this 1 month before you want a full head of hair.